In the smallest corners of reality, something impossible happens. A particle, tiny, silent, unimaginably small, refuses to make up its mind. It hovers between choices, between states, between realities. This is superposition. And it is the closest thing physics has to pure magic. Cut to a swirling cosmic fog, particles drifting like glowing dust motes suspended in eternity. Tonight, we dive into a quantum twilight, a place where existence stretches like a shadow across probability, where every possibility whispers at once, and where reality waits patiently for you to look, before it decides what it wants to be. This is the story of the universe. When it's not being watched, imagine a coin tossed into the air. Before it lands, you might say it's both heads and tails, just as a figure of speech. But in quantum mechanics, this isn't poetry, it's truth. A quantum particle doesn't choose until it must, until nature demands it, or until you observe it. Before that moment, it exists in superposition, a delicate blend of all possible states, not switching rapidly between them, not hidden in one waiting for you to find it, but genuinely, simultaneously, in all of them. This is the physics of probability becoming physical. To understand superposition, imagine a wave, not a wave of water, but a wave of possibility. At its crest, the particle is more likely to exist. In its trough, less so. But that wave, the wave function, is not the particle itself. It is a map of everything the particle could be, a ripple of maybes. Everywhere the wave travels, the particle has a chance of appearing. Every interference pattern, every crest and valley, is a whisper of the particle's potential. This wave doesn't move through space, it moves through reality. In 1801, Thomas Young performed an experiment with light and accidentally glimpsed a century-early preview of quantum mechanics. But when scientists repeated the experiment with electrons, solid, massive particles, they found something shocking. Electrons formed an interference pattern, the signature of waves, not particles. Waves. Each electron seemed to pass through both slits at once, interfering with itself, creating patterns impossible for a single particle traveling a single path. It was as if the universe whispered, "I am more than you think." But then came the twist. When detectors were placed at the slits, when we watched the electrons, the interference vanished. The pattern collapsed. The electrons behaved like particles again, taking a single path. Observation reshaped reality. The instant you observe a particle, the moment you ask what path it took, the wave function collapses. Superposition ends, the particle chooses. One state becomes real, the others fade into mathematical shadows. This is not just measurement, it is an interaction, a demand for a final answer. When the universe is unobserved, reality flows like a river. When observed, it freezes into form. We inhabit the frozen moments. The quantum world lives in the river between them. Inside every atom in your body, every carbon, every oxygen, every tiny building block, electrons don't orbit like planets. They exist in clouds, regions of probability. A blur of presence that becomes solid only when disturbed. Right now, inside you, trillions of particles are hovering in superposition, not picking a place, not committing to a state, waiting in quantum limbo until reality taps them on the shoulder. You are built on uncertainty, you are made of possibilities. And this isn't just a microscopic trick. The rules scale in ways we are only beginning to understand. Quantum computers use superposition to hold many states at once, processing countless possibilities simultaneously. Superposition powers tunneling in stars, chemical reactions in your cells, the formation of elements in supernovae. The universe runs on this strange logic. Cosmic events whisper quantum secrets. Even the early universe, a fraction of a second after the Big Bang, existed in a kind of cosmic superposition, all the matter, all the energy, all the futures, coexisting, blending, collapsing into the universe we know. Superposition is not a glitch, it is the engine of creation. But here's the paradox. If everything exists in many states at once, why do we not see it? Why does our world feel solid, certain, classical? The answer is decoherence. a slow bleeding away of quantum possibilities as systems interact with their environment. The larger an object becomes, the faster its fragile superpositions collapse. A particle can hover between states. A cat? Probably not. You? Definitely not. Our scale crushes quantum ambiguity under a mountain of interactions. Reality becomes concrete, not because it is, but because we force it to be. Even now, physicists debate the true meaning of superposition. Is it that particles genuinely exist in multiple states, or does the universe split, creating branches for every possibility? Is the wave function a real entity, or simply a tool for prediction? We don't know. And maybe that's the beauty. Superposition is not just a scientific principle. It is a doorway, a glimpse into a deeper reality whose rules we're only beginning to touch. This mystery fuels interpretations, it fuels debates, it fuels our imagination. Superposition is the universe whispering, I have more stories to tell. So the next time you flick a light switch, remember, inside the bulb, electrons hesitate between paths, hovering between existence and infinity. Every spark of electricity, every photon striking your eye, every atom holding your body together is shaped by this exquisite uncertainty. Superposition is the signature of a universe that refuses simplicity, a universe that paints reality with probabilities, brushes possibility into existence, and hides infinite potential behind every moment. We live in a cosmos that is not fixed, but fluid, a universe not of answers, but of questions dancing in the dark. And somewhere, deep beneath the surface of everything you've ever known, the universe still hums with the quiet music of a particle, waiting to choose.